Good morning again. I'm guessing I probably have some really dark circles under my eyes because I'm going on 2.5 hours of sleep. I want to focus on getting whatever wildlife I can, and also maybe getting mountains of Denali in the background from the middle of the road. I like those shots. Last night's aurora, it was very faint, but it was beautiful. She came out to dance a little bit, do a little jig. Somebody said, "Why do you call the aurora a she?" I said, "Because she's beautiful. She makes an elegant entrance, and you got to be prepared and be respectful so you don't run her off." And, you know, she ran off a couple times. I think maybe I shouldn't have chosen that spot. Hindsight being 2020, you know, in the future, if you come up to Fairbanks on spring break looking for the aurora, don't go to Cleary Summit, only because everybody else will be going to Cleary Summit. I'd say I'm being generous if I said half the people in that parking lot have no situational awareness about turning off their headlights. And most people were relying on me to tell them, like, "Oh, where is it? Is it out?" I say, "Yeah, it's over there." A lot of people thought I was the expert. I'm like, no, I'm just well researched and well prepared. Which, I mean, hey, if you're well researched and well prepared for anything, then people will ask for your help and advice, which, oh, okay. Let's head on down towards Denali. Should be about a 2-hour drive. Go around a little bit, stop at the visitor center, ask about any activity with wolves or bears or even moose. Seen so many moose tracks, but not one of those elusive bastards. Off we go into the early morning yonder. There's really nothing like the early dawn before the sun comes up and a bit of cloudy sky and all this snow over the ground. It sets the mood for everything, whether it be, you know, photos or video. And I was actually thinking, could I pull off anywhere here and just get, you know, the early dawn landscape where everything still looks dark, but it's a nice wintry feel? Unfortunately, no, but still, it was a nice drive. And maybe about an hour down the road, I noticed very briefly a moose just standing in some trees, so I quickly pulled over, and wouldn't you know it, I forgot to put on my gloves in -2-degree weather, but I thought that was pretty cool.
Maybe it wasn't the smartest thing to do to jump out of the vehicle without gloves. My index finger is still kind of hurting, but it's warming up again. I look to my left and I see a female moose in the trees, not too far from where the road was, so I didn't slam on the brakes, but I stopped as quick as I could, off to the side, tried to be cautious, tried to be quiet with my snowshoes, but the crunching of the snow, it alerted her very quickly, and, you know, she was shy. She turned and jogged off a little bit. So it was hard to get focus on her through the trees, but got it. Now I can say, yep, I saw a moose. Now, if I can just get a good, clear, sharp photo of one, that would be even better.
Continuing on, still, oh, there's the Denali area in the distance, and wait a minute, what's that? Jackpot! Okay, I made sure to have my camera on and at the ready. This is just the right setup. curve around. Got it at 400 millimeters, and as amazing as that moment was, it's also really nice to just watch nature at work. Oh, it just doesn't get any better. Went to the visitor center. They said they didn't have any reports of the bears and no recent sightings of wolves. They're probably just looking for another den or staying in the den. But that made me feel quite a bit better, even though the first moose this morning, she was hidden in the trees and photos weren't in focus. Made up for it with Mama and Junior just walking right through a hotel parking lot in town. I didn't stick around the park very long, but got some really nice shots there. And the drive back with the sky clearing up a bit, it's heading back to civilization, but at the same time, it's just got that great feeling out in the wilderness. And I hope the landscape just stays this way for a long time. Snow is cool on a lot of things here, and it works better, I think. But at the same time, you have to decide what is better, what is going to work for you. And seeing as how I'm already getting shots with the snow, then I know what I have to do next. It was a nice drive, and it was totally worth it. Even if not, getting to see bears and wolves, that'd be just a bonus. But I got good shots of what I came for. You can't be too picky, not when it comes to wildlife. I was just glad to get good sharp focus of her eye. It was good. Gotta get some souvenirs and possibly hopefully photograph some reindeer, because when I passed by yesterday morning I could see them out in the pen. Back to Fairbanks and stopped at the Museum of the North, which has a lot of really neat stuff. It takes me a moment to stop and think. It's like, this is both out in the middle of nowhere, but it's still part of civilization. It's just as good as all the other museums. Now, I'm not a car guy, but I wanted to check out the Fountainhead Auto Museum just to, see what was there. And when I walked in, all the images I've seen on Google did not do it justice. This is heaven. Not just for somebody who has a casual interest in cars, but If you love cars, you will love this place. Just a few people have restored all of these, and I think almost all of them are drivable. And of course, I just have a love for nostalgia, so all these vehicles from the very late 1800s up till the 1950s. This was just a fantastic bonus, and yes, I want one of these. And wouldn't you know it, I still had a bit of time left, so I drove myself over to the North Pole, met Santa and some reindeer, and it's a nice little workshop. Accomplished all I came up here for. So now, just having a bit of fun. I just realized what I didn't do. Oh, I gotta drive back and build a snowman. He may not be big, but he will be my creation. It is my duty to give him life. It's snowing. Still got a ticket to go to the ice carving championships. So that's what I'm gonna do. Round out the last day that's been, it started off about photography, especially with the moose. But yeah, it's ending up becoming a bit more travel video oriented for the rest of the day, which is fun. So yeah, off we go. This is so awesome, and man, the artistry of all these huge chunks, blocks of ice into just, very precise pieces. I mean, damn. You can take it to the grave, but it doesn't end with you. In the That was the fun part. Now it's like going through really serious stuff. I mean, check this out. That's not creepy at all. Man. You say you haven't been yourself for a long time. Well, that was that. Oh, the lights look great up against these trees too. So, woo! Talk about impressive. Now it's motivating me to create better art. Now, I'm not talking about just YouTube videos. I am including the acting in that as well. Hey, listen. Did you know that this is the furthest away that I have ever been in my life from a South African great white shark? I kid you not. This was the fun one, the really, really fun one. Oh man, I've got to come back up here in the summer. There's so much to see again. I had to go get my photo in front of the Love Alaska sign, and this river is frozen. I don't feel too bad because 2 nights ago and then last night or early this morning, there's trucks that come down and just drive along the river, so it's a good indicator. So anyway, it's last morning, had to get that done, ate breakfast, and I'm just gonna gotta go build the snowman. He's definitely a little snow Lou Costello, but he is mine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for indulging me on this trip, and I think this definitely rivals the Oregon trip, my first one, and this is going to be the last one I take for probably a year and a half, but the only hint I will say, what I'm going to be pinching my pennies for, is the aurora is very addictive. And I'm going to go someplace outside of the US to see more of that next time, because I got a taste of it and I want more. Looking back at everything, starting to get a little discouraged the first 2 days. Nothing was happening. The skies were constantly cloudy. Wednesday night and Thursday night, when there was a good aurora, so just like green clouds-ish from what I heard and what I saw on some live webcams. Didn't think I was going to get to see any moose, and I got lucky on both counts. Within a 12-hour period, lights popped out even though they were a little faint, and the very next morning, going on so little sleep, I see moose just out and about. This is definitely one for the books, even if I didn't get as many photos. It was more focused on, the ones I could get and making them look amazing. y'all very much for watching. Y'all be excellent. I appreciate everything. And I will see y'all in the next one.